My name is Jennifer. Thank you for taking time out of your week to come here and be here on your mat and do the thing. We are working from a book called SuperBetter. We're taking one chapter each class, and it's The Power of Living Gamefully is what it's called. It's grounded in scientific research based upon the experiences of over 500,000 people. The idea is that we can use the same psychological strengths that we display when we play games to confront real-life challenges, from trauma and illness to just changing our habits for the better. So each class, everybody that's showed up has been entered to win one of 3 copies at the end of the month. And if you're still in town on Saturdays, every Saturday of this month, we are doing superhero yoga, which has laser guns and inflatable swords and lightsabers and sound effects. No fog machines, but sound effects. And yeah, it's pretty fun. Yeah, every Saturday this month. Yeah, every Saturday this month, yeah. Yeah, so the idea of the book is that basically you identify your strengths, your qualities and strengths, you identify your bad guys, you identify the things that are power-ups for you, you maybe outline a quest that you want to undertake, something that you want to do or change or do differently, and apply qualities of gaming to your real life or your mat life. This chapter is titled Power-Ups, and it's chapter number 6, Power-Ups. Collect and activate power-ups, good things that reliably make you feel happier, healthier, and stronger. So, what I've been asking everyone to do is to identify their superhero, whoever you identify with or has strengths or qualities that you are impressed by or would like to see more of in yourself. Bring that person to mind. When I taught Saturday, we had a couple of people that said their mother. We had an Einstein, we had an Iron Man, we had a Rogue, and a Batwoman. I was Nancy Drew, Superwoman, yeah. Yeah, Superwoman, yeah. I'm Nancy Drew because of her powers of perception and like no BS, yeah. So think about your person, take an easy seat, bring your palms up. Palms up. There's been tons of research that has been done that having your palms up creates an open, receptive mindset. So gently close your eyes, sit tall, press the top of your head towards the ceiling, and call to mind the visual of your superhero. What do they look like? Who is this person? What is this identity that speaks to you? See them in front of you, sitting in the same fashion that you are. Imagine that you were sitting directly behind them. You can see the outline of the back of their head and neck and shoulders and torso. You can see them sitting in the same easy seat that you are. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale it out, imagine your superhero that is sitting in front of you gets closer to you. You're pulling them into you with your breath. Take a big breath in. Exhale out for a count of 4 and draw your superhero closer to you as you exhale. Take another big breath in. And again, pull them closer. Like we see in the movies with double exposure, pull them into you till they fully embody you or you fully embody them. Then through the power of mental osmosis, you have absorbed all of their strengths, all of their qualities into you, and feel all of those things that they hold, that you identify with, that you want more of. Feel that expand inside you. All of those qualities spreading from your heart, chest, lungs, down into your fingertips, your fingernails, to the very tips of the hair on your head. Breathe in and breathe out. And again, breathe in Let it go. And gently flutter your eyes open and make your way to child's pose. Now that you have your superhero fully within you, from your hair to your fingernails, from the soles of your feet to the palms of your hands, begin your Ujjayi breath, that strong, victorious breath, the Darth Vader-like breath, full breath into your back body. Let your neighbor hear your exhale. Big breath in and big breath out. One of the big points of the Power Ups chapter is discussion of the vagal nerve. The vagus nerve stretches from your brain all the way down into your intestines. It's the longest of your cranial nerves that interfaces with the parasympathetic control of the heart, lungs, and digestive tract. And we can stimulate our vagus nerve by, guess what? Controlling your breath. Breathing in for a count of 4 and out for a count of 5. Stimulates the vagus nerve. Your Ujjayi breath, the constricting of the back of your throat, stimulates the vagus nerve. And the difference in your heart rate during inhalation and exhalation is called your variable heart rate. And the bigger the difference in your heart rate, the better. So if you do nothing this evening during your practice, Ujjayi breathe and stimulate your vagus nerve. During this practice, I can offer hands-on assists. If you don't want to be assisted or touched for whatever reason, please raise a hand now so that I can see that and I will honor it. Thank you. One more big breath right here. Exhale it out. Tuck your toes, come into downward facing dog, and come out of your default. So bring your hands a little wider, your feet a little wider. You make your dog a little longer. And maybe this is the first time you've been upside down today. So yeah, try it on. Notice your hands, notice your feet. Press every finger pad strongly into your mat. I should not be able to lift your fingers up off the earth. You're gripping the mat so strongly. Press the top of the mat away from you to create that long spine. Take a big breath in. Exhale it out. Again, breathe in and empty. And again, fill up and empty out. Walk your feet to your hands at the front of your mat. Take a ragdoll pose. Feet hips width distance apart. Clasp opposite elbows with opposite hands. Press your sits bones up towards the sky and towards the fireplace. Stack your hips over your ankles. Let your head be heavy. Imagine your head weighs as much as 2 bowling balls. Let it be heavy. Big breath in. Maybe you shake your head yes, shake your head no. Come back to yes. Catch your hips with your hands. Pause. Squeeze elbows in towards spine line. Pull the pit of your belly in and up. Pull your shoulder blades together on your back. Create a long spine. Yes. Press down through your heels. Come up to standing with a long, straight spine. Hands at heart center. Drishti set. Find your spot to stare at for this practice, to focus on. We'll begin with 1 Om. Big breath in. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, long spine. Vinyasa, high plank to low plank. Upward facing dog, lift your heart, thighs lift, knees lift. Downward facing dog, hips to the sky. 3 breaths right here. Breathe in, breathe out. Root down, first finger and thumb knuckle. Fill up. Let it go. Again, breathe in. Exhale, bend your knees, look at your thumbs, jump top of your mat. Halfway lift, forward fold, extended mountain, press down, reach up, long side body. Breathe in, exhale, right back down, forward fold. Halfway lift, long spine, vinyasa, high plank to low plank. Upward facing dog, breathe in. Downward facing dog, breathe out. 3 breaths, breathe in. Let it go. Fill up. Soften your knees, empty. Again, breathe in. Exhale, bring your knees low to the mat. Look at your thumbs, jump top. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Extended mountain, press down, reach up. See the wall behind you. Breathe in. Exhale, right back down. Halfway lift. Vinyasa, high to low. Upward facing dog, toes press into the earth. Breathe in. Downward facing dog, empty. 2 breaths. Let it go. Breathe in. And breathe out. Last one, fill up. Bring your knees down to the same level as your ankles. Look at your thumbs, bounce. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Extended mountain, press down, long side body, reach up, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Vinyasa, high to low. Upward facing dog, pull your breastbone forward. Downward facing dog, hips to the sky. Fill up. Let it go. Breath in. Breath out. One more, breathe in. Exhale, bend your knees, look at your thumbs, jump top of your mat. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Utkatasana, first chair pose. Squeeze into center line, sit deep. Pull the pit of your belly in and up, your bottom ribs in and up. Send your hip creases towards the back of your mat. Can you see your toes? Stretch them out on the mat. Maybe lift them. Take another breath in. Sit 3 inches deeper. Take another breath in. Forward fold. Let it go. Halfway lift. Big inhale. Vinyasa, high plank to low plank. Upward facing dog, press the earth away. Downward facing dog, send your hips to the sky. Right foot steps forward, warrior 1, big step. Press down, lift up, reach up, and settle in. Pull back on your right hip, send your left hip forward. Pit of the belly in and up, shoulders down away from your ears. One more big breath in. Lift your heart towards your fingertips. Look up, reach up, breathe. Exhale, hands to the mat. High plank to low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left foot forward, big step. Left foot next to your left thumb. Squeeze inner thighs in. Settle. Belly button in, bottom ribs in, long side body. Sit deep into your front thigh. Stack knee over ankle. Breathe. Again, inhale, look towards your hands. Reach up, lift your heart. Exhale, vinyasa, high plank to low plank. Upward facing dog, breathe in. Downward facing dog, breathe out. Fill up. Make some noise. Again, breathe in. Bend your knees, look at your thumbs, jump. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Chair pose, sit deep. Squeeze, lift your hands. Set your drishti. Pull your bottom ribs in. Press your hip creases towards the back of your mat. Another breath. Stay for the exhale. Fill up for the ride. Forward fold, let it go. Inhale, long spine. Vinyasa, high to low. Upward facing dog, full breath in. Downward facing dog, let it go. Right foot, big step, warrior one, right side, one movement, one breath. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat. High plank, low plank. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. One movement, one breath. Left foot forward, big step. Root down, rise up, reach up. Vinyasa, high to low. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Big inhale. Yeah. Lift your right leg strong and straight. Press out through your heel, dial your toes straight down. Bend your knee. Stack your hips. Come up onto the tippy toes of your bottom toe and flip your dog. Both feet come down to the earth facing 12 o'clock. Press down through heels. Lift your hips. Reach your fingers. Maybe full wheel is there for you. Can you see the floor where your fingers are reaching to? Take a breath in. Stay for the exhale. Side plank, right hand center of your mat. Roll over, flex your feet. Lift your hips. Lift your top foot by pressing down through your bottom foot. Fire up your fingers, reach them towards the sky. Pull your toes towards your face, flex, yes. Take another breath in, stay for the exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your left leg strong and straight. Bend your knees, stack your hips. Come up onto your tippy toes and flip your dog. Press down through your heels, reach your fingers towards the fireplace. Lift your heart, lift your hips, send your gaze forward. Side plank, left hand center of your mat. Lift your top hip, activate your top fingers, squeeze in, press down to lift up. Press down to lift up. One more breath right here, downward facing dog. Yeah, take a breath in, make some noise. Let it go. Again, breathe in. Bend your knees, look to your thumbs. Top of your mat, jump. Halfway lift, forward fold, chair pose, sit deep, squeeze. Hands to heart center, prayer twist to the right. Left elbow, right knee, sit hips lower than your heart. Open your wings, left fingers down, right fingers reach, sit deeper. Take a full breath in here and twist, 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 twist. One more breath. Forward fold, let it go. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, sit deep, squeeze, fire it up. Hands to heart center. Chair twist to Nebraska. Yeah, elbow to knee, knee to elbow, sit hips low, low, lower. Open your wings. Spin your heart towards the traffic. Sit deeper with your hips. Full breath in. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, full breath out. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Big breath in. Exhale, vinyasa. High plank to low plank. Upward facing dog, breathe in. Downward facing dog, breathe out. Right foot steps forward, crescent lunge. And take a really long stance. Bring your front thigh parallel with the earth. What does that take? That takes a really long stance. That takes a lot of squeezing inner thighs in. It takes a lot of stacking back, heel high up and over your toes. Press your hamstring up towards the sky on your back leg. Pull your belly button in, your bottom ribs in. Reach your laser fingers towards the sky. Hands to heart center, revolved crescent lunge towards the chakra wall. Elbow to knee, knee to elbow. Send energy out your back. Heel as you spin your heart towards the chakra wall. Open your wings. Breathe. Keep breathing. Ujjayi breathing. Press your hamstring towards the sky. Warrior 2. Stay low. Fierce. Fierce. Flip your front palm. Reach up. Reverse. Breathe in. Breathe in. Breathe in. Exhale. Vinyasa. High plank to low plank. Upward facing dog. Lift your heart. Downward facing dog. Lift your hips. Left foot steps forward, crescent lunge, big step, long stance, front thigh, pelvis low, pelvis in line with your knee. Bring your front thigh parallel. Stack your back, heel over your back toes, press your hamstring towards the sky. Long side body, belly button in, bottom ribs in. Fierce drishti. Fierce. Hands to heart center. Twist towards Nebraska. Squeeze in. Every wiggle is you getting stronger. That's what every wiggle is. Open your wings. Keep pressing your back hamstring up towards the sky. Pull everything into center line. Big, long breath here. With control, open up to Warrior 2. Stay low, yeah. Stay low, yeah. Flip your front palm. Reach up, reverse. Breathe in. Vinyasa, high to low. Upward facing dog, breathe in. Downward facing dog, send it away. Yeah, big breath in. Let it go. Again, make some noise. Bend your knees, look to your thumbs. Top of your mat, jump. Halfway lift, forward fold. Toe heel your feet, hips width distance apart. Grab your big toes with your peace fingers. Pull your chest down to your thighs. Bring your elbows wide. Head is heavy. Heavy head. Let the nectar from your tailbone flow all the way down your spine into the crown of your head. Imagine it has the consistency of molasses. Let it envelop your spine with goodness, with joy, with peace, with strength. Release your big toes with your peace fingers. Take gorilla pose, palms all the way underneath your feet. Toes, right up there against your wrist creases. Send your weight into your toes, then your weight into your heels. Look for the unsteadiness. Look for the uncertainty. Head is heavy. Head is heavy. Release your gorilla pose. Set up for crow. Hands right underneath your shoulders, fingers spread wide. Bring your knees to your triceps. Pull the pit of your belly in and up. Squeeze into center line. Squeeze feet into center line. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. High plank, shoot it back. Low plank. Upward facing dog, breathe in. Downward facing dog, empty out. Bend your knees, look at your thumbs. Land, top of your mat. Halfway lift, forward fold. Catch your hips with your hands. Come to stand and get your strap. Get your strap. And everybody move their mat into the center. So when we do this, you'll have enough space on both sides to open your leg all the way out. We have the luxury of room. Let's make the use of it. Right? The luxury of room. Okay. Strap underneath the toe ball mound of your right foot. Stretch your left toes out onto the mat. Set your drishti. Begin to hug from the periphery in, skin to muscle to bone on your standing leg. Lift your pelvic floor. Pull the pit of the belly in and up, bottom ribs in. Bring your right knee into your chest. Take the strap in your right hand. Left hand to your left hip. Get tall. Shoulder blades pull together. Press the top of your head towards the ceiling. This right here, this is work. Kick your foot into the strap. Pull your right shoulder back into the right socket. Slowly open your leg out to the side. Keep pulling into center. Keep pulling your right shoulder back into its socket. Look for the falling out. Look for the wobble. Extend your left arm. See your left thumb. Swivel your head. See your left thumb. Come back to center. Take the strap in your left hand. Right hand to your hip. Ooh, extend your right arm back behind. Close, twist. Keep kicking your right leg forward. Come back to center. Woo, drop the strap. Reach your fingers. Kick your toes towards the sky. Yeah, your left thigh is talking to you. Mine is too. Airplane pose. Right leg, kick it back behind. Point your toes straight into the earth. Straight into the earth. Arms back behind like little airplane wings. Flex your back foot. Yes. Drop your right hip 2 inches. Take a big breath in. Hands to heart center. Half moon. Right hand down to the brick or spider fingers. Whew. Take a breath in. Let it go. Keep flexing your back foot. Keep flexing your back foot. Keep pulling into center. Lift your back foot 2 inches higher. Take a breath in. Join both feet on the mat and come to stand. Yeah. Good work, yogis. That's a lot of work. Strap underneath your left foot. Same setup. Drishti set. Right toes stretch out on the mat. Hug skin to muscle to bone, standing leg. Before you do anything else, everything is zipped up from the floor into your pelvis. Lift your pelvic floor, belly button, bottom ribs. Left knee into your chest. Shoulder blades pull together. Press the top of your head towards the sky. Left foot, kick it towards the fireplace. Shoulder in your socket. Slowly open out to the side. Keep pulling into center line. Shift your gaze. Come back to center. Strap in right hand. Left hand to left hip. Get tall. Extend your left arm. Come back to center, drop the strap, reach your fingers. Airplane, kick your left leg back, arms back, back behind. Drop your left hip, lift your back foot. Big breath in, big breath out. Keep pressing your back foot towards the sky. Hands to heart center, left hand down to the brick. Revolved, half moon, back row, front row, half moon, open. Yeah, keep going. Stomp down through your standing leg. Keep flexing your back foot, reaching your laser fingers towards the sky. Pull into the belly button, pull the center line in. One more breath. Join both feet on the earth and come to stand. Big breath in, big breath out. Dancer pose with the strap. Loosely take the strap around the leg that you were just standing on. Same work, skin to muscle to bone of standing leg. Take the strap in your hands up above your head, two fists on the strap. Skin to muscle to bone. Kick your back foot towards the sky. Activate your toes. Pull your belly button and your bottom ribs in. Here you are looking for where you find the wobble. Where do you begin to fall out of the pose? Find it. Soften the knee of your standing leg. Soft bend, soft bend. Kick your foot towards the sky. Send your gaze up. And switch sides. Seek the fallout. Find where your fallout is hiding. Switch sides. Skin to muscle to bone. Create your own muscle energy. From the little peach fuzz hair on your skin to the solid bone of your insides, pull inward. Wake up your back toes. Put them on the sky. And find your fallout. Keep kicking and pulling until you find where you fall out. Find it. It's there. That's where the exploration is. That's where the learning is. Find it. Kick more. Send your gaze someplace new. And switch sides. Dancer pose, second set. Pull into center line. Everything pulls into center. Press your fists towards the sky. Put your toes on the ceiling. Stomp down through your standing leg with a soft knee. Soft knee. Wake up your back toes. Yeah. And find the fallout. Yeah, find the fallout. Where is it? It's someplace different than where you found it the last time. It's someplace different. And switch sides. Switch sides. Dancer pose with the strap, last side. Your fallout is someplace different yet again. It's a new search. It's a new quest. It's a new quest. Pull in and press out. Pull in and press out. You find your fallout. Find your falling out. Excellent work, yogis. Place the strap off to the side, but take your 2 blocks up to the front of your mat and place them, shoulders width distance at the top of your mat, high side. High side. I'm going to do figure 4 pose. Figure 4 pose. So whichever foot you were just standing on, that's the one that's going to be up and over. Figure 4. Flex your forefoot. Flex your top foot, yes. Stretch your bottom toes out on the earth. Skin to muscle to bone. Belly button in, bottom ribs in. Hands can start at heart center. You can make globe hands. Bring your fingertips to fingertips like you have a ball of energy in between your hands. Begin to hinge at the hip and slowly, slowly, slowly bring your fingertips down to the bricks. Keep flexing that foot. Keep flexing your top foot. Maybe you work from the brick tops down to spider fingers on the earth. Keep a soft bend to your standing knee. Soft knee. Get into the muscles of your body. And work to bring your bent knee, the chin, to the backs of your triceps. And whichever knee is bent, lift that hip. Gravity wants it to drop. As you begin to lift that hip, it will talk to you. It will talk to you. Your job is to send your breath to the hip that is talking to you. Lift this hip. Yeah. Press down to your standing heel. Yeah, and lift the hip. Now slowly, with control, begin to bring your hands back to heart center. Join both feet on the earth and switch sides. And switch sides. Flex that foot. Flex it, flex it, flex it. Soft bent knee on your standing leg. Yeah, like you're moving through molasses with control. Bring your fingertips down to the bricks, then maybe down to the earth. Bring that shin to the backs of your triceps. Maybe you walk your fingers in closer to you. Bent knee on your standing leg, flexed foot. And whichever knee is bent, lift that hip. Lift that hip. It wants to drop. Lift that hip. Let it talk to you. Let it say all the stuff it wants to say. Just breathe. Breathe into it. I know that hip's got a lot to say. Let your head be heavy. Keep flexing your top foot. Yeah. Maybe wrap it around your tricep. Yeah. Slowly. Rise back up slowly. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Join both feet on the earth. And come to stand. Set up for tree pose. Switch the leg that you're standing on, so whichever leg you are on is now your new kickstand, your tree stand. Maybe you would like to try your tree on a brick for extra challenge of balance. Stand on a brick. Equal pressure, foot to leg, leg to foot. Press your bent knee towards the back of your mat. Pull your belly button in, your bottom ribs in. Get tall. Fierce drishti. Spread your branches when you're ready. Trace a line all the way across the ceiling from your drishti spot to right up above where you are. Again, look for the falling out. Find your falling out. Find your falling out. Your tree is mobile. It's in a pot. You can tip it over and stand it right back up. Look for where it falls over. Lift your heart towards the sky. Close one eye. Maybe that'll help you find it. The learning is the falling. Yeah, the learning is the falling. Hands back to heart center. Join both feet on the earth. And switch sides. Second tree, new side. Second tree, new side. Keep sending your bent knee towards the back of your mat. Lift your pelvic floor, belly button in, bottom ribs in, shoulder blades together. Trace a line. See the ceiling right up above you. Lean back. Lift your heart. Close the other eye. Close both eyes, even for a hot second. Hot second. Bring your hands back to heart center. Join both feet on the earth. Make your way to the top of your mat. Take a big breath in. Let it go. Extended mountain press down. Reach up. Breathe in. Forward fold. Empty out. Halfway lift. Breath in. Vinyasa. High plank to low plank. Upward facing dog. Breathe in. Downward facing dog. Let it go. Right foot steps forward, warrior one, big step, move, press down, lift up, reach up, open up to warrior two. Whoa, first warrior two. Everything pops and cracks. Take a longer warrior two and just try it on. Bring your front thigh parallel with the earth. Take however long of a stance you need to do to bring your hip down in line with your knee. Take a longer stance. You're tall. You're tall. Shoulders down away from your ears. Pull your shoulders back up over your hips. Yeah, keep pressing down through your front heel. Flip your front palm, reach up, reverse, breathe in. Extended side angle, forearm to thigh, fingers to earth, straps are nearby, half bind, full bind, yogi's choice. Maybe you'd like to take bird of paradise if you've got the full bind. We have time if you have the inclination to play. Play. Imagine you're a transformer. There is definitely more than meets the eye in this room. Press down. Lift up, send your gaze towards the sky. Keep pulling into center. Extended side angle binders, open your wings. Stay low. Warrior two, fierce. Flip your front palm, reverse, breathe in. Straighten your front leg, soft knee, triangle right side. Bring your fingertips down to the brick. Stack your shoulders. 3 points of contact to the earth. 2 feet, 1 hand. Soften your knees. Soften your knees. Laser fingers. Your next breath in brings you up to standing. Pivot both toes to face Nebraska. Side facing wide angle forward fold. And bring your head down to something. Maybe it's the earth if you take a really wide stance. Maybe if the earth is not there to greet you, you bring some blocks to bring the earth to greet you. And take a wider stance. Once you've gotten down there, take a wider stance than you think is sensible. Because your brain doesn't know. Your brain doesn't know what's sensible. So go past its little boundaries of sense. Press your pinky toe edges into the earth. Turn your fingers around and crawl them towards the chakra wall. Pull your heart through the window of your legs. And find the spot where you're not quite sure if you might fall over. Find that spot. Like, where is it? Soften your knees. Soften your knees. Walk your fingers back out underneath your shoulders. Take a big breath in. Toe heel your feet in a little bit. Press down, come to stand. Pivot your right toes to face the fireplace. Bring your left foot about halfway up your mat. Set up for pyramid pose. Short stance, wide stance. So feet are wide, but short front to back. Maybe you take your blocks with you. Yeah, everybody take their blocks in their hands. Everybody take your 2 blocks in your hands. Your pyramid pose, raise your blocks straight up towards the sky. Pull your belly button and your bottom ribs in. Press down through your heels. Squeeze into center line. Hinge at the hips. Press your blocks to the fireplace. Reach. Reach. Keep pressing down through your back heel like you're going through molasses. Bring your bricks down to the earth. Send your nose towards your right pinky toe. Soften your knees. Soften your knees. Press down through your heels. Breath in. Breath out. Again. Twisting triangle. Reach your right fingers towards the sky. Pull the pit of your belly in. Press down through your back heel. Spin your heart towards the chakra wall. Press the top of your head towards the fireplace. your hips towards the back of your mat? Can you create more space in your spine as you twist, twist, twist? Big breath in right here. Exhale, vinyasa, high to low. Upward facing dog, flow like water. Breathe in. Exhale it out, downward facing dog. Whoo. Left foot steps forward, warrior one. Big step. Big step. Open up to warrior two. First warrior two, maybe it's the second one, I'm not sure. I think it's the second one. Sit your pelvis low. Front heel in line with the back arch of your back foot. Yeah. Sit deep. Stack your shoulders over your hips. Keep pressing down through your front heel. Yeah. Big breath in. Big breath out. Flip your front palm, reach up, reverse, breathe in. Breathe in, breathe in. Extended side angle, left side. Forearm to thigh, fingers to earth, half bind, full bind, bird of paradise. Try it on. The invitation has been delivered. Press down, lift up. And kick your foot towards the angel. Come back to extended side angle with the bind, with control. Release the bind, open your wings, stay low in your front thigh that's talking to you. Warrior two, fierce, fierce. Flip your front palm, reverse, breathe in. Straighten your front leg, soft knee, no locked out knees. And come into triangle, left side, fingertips to the brick. Stack your shoulders, soften both knees. Press out through the pinky toe edge of your back foot. Spark your fingers towards the sky. Ujjayi breath in. Ujjayi breath out. Inhale, rise up to standing. Pivot both toes to face the chakra wall. Second round of side facing wide angle forward fold. Maybe you go someplace new. Maybe you clasp your hands at the small of your back. Yogi's choice. Yogi's choice. Stay in the muscles of your legs. Soften your knees. Maybe you find a little movement. Whatever appeals to you. Whatever appeals to you. Begin to walk your fingers out underneath your shoulders, halfway lift. Exhale, press down, come to stand, and set up for pyramid on the left side. Left toes face the fireplace. Bring your bricks for the road. Short stance, wide stance. Squeeze into center line, belly button in, bottom ribs in, long side body. Hinge at the hips, keep squeezing into center. Frame your front foot with your bricks. Keep pressing down through your back heel. Soften your nose towards your pinky toe. Press down through your back heel. And exhale, soften over your nose, your pinky, your toes. Twisting triangle, right hand stays where it is. Press the top of your head towards the fireplace. Create a long spine. Spin your heart towards Nebraska. Right lung under, left lung up and over. Breathe. Breathe out. Breathe in. Twist, 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 twist. Breathe out. Last one right here. Fill up for the ride. You know where you're going. Exhale, vinyasa, high to low. Upward facing dog. Breathe in. Downward facing dog. Breathe out. Breath in. Breath out. Come down to your knees, roll over onto your back. Take in a full body stretch. Reach your fingers, point your toes, flex your feet. Hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a big squeeze. Set up for bridge pose. Place both feet firmly on the earth. No time like the present. Send your hips towards the sky. Press down through your heels. Lift your hips. Press your fist into the earth. Maybe you kick a foot towards the sky. You do one. Make sure you get both. Breathe. Lower all the way down with control. Big breath in. Equally big breath out. And then one more. Bridge or wheel. Yogi's choice. Rise up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower all the way down with control. Supta Baddha Konasana. Bring the soles of your feet together. Let your knees be wide. Touch in. Feel your heartbeat. Feel your breath. And for just a moment, savor the majesty of your magic. Savor it. It is a joy to be alive. It is a joy to be able to come to yoga, to do this practice. Take in another full body stretch. Reach your toes, flex your feet. Hug your right knee into your chest. Take a supine twist. Right arm comes out like a wing. And come back to center and switch sides. Supine twist. Left arm comes out like a wing. Back to center for the last time. Take a happy baby. Bend your knees, flex your feet. Press your tailbone down. The back of your head down. Firm flexed feet, kick them towards the sky. Release your happy baby. And let your feet fall wide on your mat. Bring your arms down by your sides, palms up again to receive the gift that you have created for yourself. The gift that you created for yourself is this practice, the sweat that you kicked up, the heartbeat that you increased, the breath that you regulated, the muscles that you made sing, the muscles that you asked to be strong. And now simply receive. Simply receive your gift to yourself. wiggle your fingers and toes to come back into this space. And take in a full body stretch yet again, right here. Get bigger than you did before. Breathe in the biggest breath you've taken in all day right here. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe in. Open your mouth, lion's breath, stick out your tongue, make some noise. Again, breathe in. Let it go. And again, one more for good measure. Breathe in. Make some noise. Slowly bend your knees. Roll to your favorite side and cradle your head in your arms and pause. And savor this moment. Savor this moment right here in time and space. Make a list of 3 things that you're grateful for. Maybe your list is always the same 3. Maybe it's a new 3. 3 things that you are grateful for. Say something kind to yourself. And send a beacon of love out to someone. Alive, not alive. Human, not human. Fish, fowl, frog. Slowly press yourself up to seated at the top of your mat with hands at heart center, eyes closed. Thumbs pressing into your breastbone, sitting tall. And honor yourself for the work that you did this evening. We'll close with 1 round of Om. Breath in. Bring your thumb knuckles to the space between your eyebrows. And together we bow. Namaste.